We have finally ended the game 3-3 at Porto home with Maguire late header equalizing it to give us 3-3 for the game to close. But even in as much as I actually want to talk about the positive, I would definitely also want to take about the negative, because we actually have to talk about rates. I think today the defense actually let Ten Hag down. In as much as we don't want to be criticizing these players, but I think it's about time players take responsibility too, and not just only the manager. Why do I say that? The last game Casemiro started, he put up a very bad performance and he was immediately taken out. He has been off the scene for some time now. And then he getting the chance to start today, he actually makes a difference. And that is why I said in my previous video that the coach has to be ruthless if he actually wants to succeed in Manchester. Don't give anybody the chance when they fail to perform their duty. Take them out and bring somebody in. Now, with regards to Delight and Martinez, I am sure if they don't start next game, they has nothing to complain about, because the defense actually let us down. They were too open, both the two center back. Not to even talk of Maguire and Dalot and Mazarawi. They have been their defensive mechanism have not been the best. It has been poor. Bring the player out and bring somebody in. Even if you don't have somebody within and you can get the person from the academy, get the person from the academy and bring the person in. Let the person know that if you are not ready to play, the academy is there to play for me. Then they will begin to see the importance to fight back into game. Today, the first half, Rashford was our best performance. We have been criticizing him, and with this one too, we have to say it. He has been of best form, and with Hoyland always starting our games too, mostly is always very positive with the two of them. Today, Rashford really did well in the first half, but didn't come back in the second half, and I think maybe he had a knock or some minor injury we are not sure of, which we will get to hear later on what actually the cost is. But these players needs to be put on their place. Today the defense actually let us down, because you cannot be leading them 2-0. They equalize, still come back and add another one, making it 3-2. If not for the good substitution that was made, Harry Maguire was brought out. They took off Delight and then Martinez and bring on Harry Maguire and then Johnny Evans. And they play very well. That is what I am talking about. They know this is an opportunity for them to install their presence. So they will play well, so that they will be able to get the chance to start the next game. I am sure if you bench those defense that made that mistake for those goals to be equalized, when next they get the chance, they will hold it tight. They will defend that chance. I think that is what he needs to do if he actually wants to continue to be at this Manchester United job. Yeah, of course. Garnacho also coming on as a substitute. He did very well. Anthony also tried his best. Zeski, all the substitutes today, they really impressed me. Bruno picked up another red card when we were even down 3-2. When they were leading us, he picked another red card, a second yellow card due to a high boot. But the positive aspect I have seen is that these players didn't give the coach out. They didn't let the coach down. Yes, They actually try, and we have to clap our hands for Maguire, because Maguire is one of those who really installed and stood out for this man. Because I don't know how it would have gone in the media. I don't know how it would have go or ended in the media today till tomorrow. Because if we had lose this match, we all don't know what would have happened, because his time, he's just sitting on a time bomb, and Maguire actually came through for him. He actually came through for him. All the substitute players actually came in for him. Yes, they really did very well by putting the goal in the net in the last minute. That is what I was talking about. As a Manchester United player, whether you are with a red card should not be the reason why you lose a game. It should rather be the reason why you put up a good performance to win a game. And today, we really see that from them when Bruno Fernandes received the red card. They didn't go back to defending, they keep on putting pressure. And then the center back, both Maguire, Johnny Evans, Mazarawi, and then Dalot, they were able to manage the defense. That is what I am talking about. When they get the chance and miss to score, when you have to score. Now, with a red card, you were able to get an equalizer, which should not even be the case in the first place, because you were already leading 2 goals. Just wrong defensive management. You give them open space to be able to cross the ball into your 18-yard. And then they were able to equalize it. So they even came back and added another goal, which we managed to equalize at the last minute. So in as much as we actually want to win, the coach also has to protect his position by taking some crucial decisions. Today, I wouldn't fault him for starting Marcus Rashford, because when Marcus started, he really played very well. Yes, the first half, he was our star player. And today, I see that our midfield, he actually played with experience. Yes, in as much as we want these young players to be integrated and be starting games, if the person does not play up to the expectation, the next game the person don't deserve to start. Let the other players who are able to occupy that position also play. Then they will begin to fight for that position. Everybody will try their best to do well in order to keep that position. So that is something good, because today the midfield, they really played with an experience. In as much as our defense actually let us down, there were some positives to pick from it. But we cannot talk about the positive without also talking about the negative aspect. And I think these players, he actually has to do a lot of work on them. Yes, he actually have to do a lot of work on them if we actually want to get somewhere. If not, if you continue to manage like this, I don't see him even staying till Christmas break. I don't see that, unless he sit up and do his homework very well. But without it being said, these players really did try their best today, even after the red card for him. They didn't give him out. And then with regards to that negative rumors, if there is actually something like that, those players, even whether Ten Hag will continue to be our manager or not, those players have to be taken out of Manchester, because one bad apple will spoil the rest of the apples. That is what I have to say. And I believe that if he is able to make a very good structure for himself, then he can stay, but he has to discipline each and every player. Nobody needs to be favored. If you are not doing well, go to the bench, no matter who you are. I think Bruno Fernandes in particular have run out of luck for this season. This is the second red card he has received. Last week against Tottenham he received. This week today too he received another red card. And to me, I will actually say that our next game he should let him. I have to even check to see, because now he has because it's not a straight red card, but he should definitely be able. It will just affect this game. He should be able to play the next game. But for me, I will actually suggest that he should not start. He can come in the second half. Yes, because it's like so far it is not favoring him, and starting him always bring a lot of pressure. It will add a lot of pressure on him. Yes. And then just like today he had another red card. We don't actually know what is happening to him, but he should take it easy. That is football. And then with Garnacho, that is why I always say there are some players, when they come from the bench, they actually makes a difference. It's not every player who can make that kind of difference like Garnacho makes when he comes from the bench. And he really delivered, as we already know him for. And those are some of the positives we have to talk about. Yes, without it being said, I would actually like to end my video here. And if you have still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, United Extra, please do well and subscribe. And thank you so much for always supporting this platform. And see you in my next video. Bye for now.